Hello everyone, welcome to this improvised video where I talk about my list called Songs I Should Reconsider. Back in August 22nd, 2022, I did a video called The Genesis Songs That I Should Reconsider. I did a two-part because I also did the Tony Banks songs that I should reconsider. And the thing is that I had microphone problems. So I decided to check the playlist once again. Well, the playlist has long since been deleted, but most of the things are the same. And I will talk about the Genesis songs that I should reconsider or I should care more, and the Tony Banks songs that I should reconsider. But anyways, my problems with some Genesis songs started with Duke. And in this list, the first song is Missunderstanding. And I think that there must be some misunderstanding. There must be some kind of mistake, because I actually really like this song. So that changed probably, because I don't remember what I said in the original video. But the next song is Man of Our Times. And this is one that still I struggle to click with. I think that it's a bit too repetitive, but it's fine. The high moments, the good moments are very good. I continue with Alone Tonight, and it's a Phil Collins song, and I don't think it's very good. I think that it's a bit boring. The same with Please Don't Ask. So those are the three songs that I ignore from Duke. But then I have Open Door, which is a B-side. I'm dismissing like 3 Duke songs, right? And 1 B-side. I really love Duke. I really love what it has to offer, and even some of the B-sides. So it's not that I hate them. It's just that I don't listen to them often or at all, really. It's been a while. So next up is Abacab, and this is where things change for me. Not from the original video, but from the previous things I was talking about. Like It or Not and Another Record are songs that I now understand a lot more, but that I still don't care much to listen. And Abacab overall, I think that it's very weak. It's weaker than Duke in many aspects, but it has been growing on me, you know. Back then it was my least favorite album, and I can say now that it is not the case now, so that's interesting. But I have here Like It or Not, Another Record, and B-sides Paperlate and Me and Virgil. And Paperlate is I really don't care to hear that one. And Me and Virgil is a very nice song, but I think that, I don't know, it gets me sad. It gets me very sad, and there are some things going on that I really like, but the story and the entire thing just doesn't click that much with me overall. Next up, this is probably my least favorite album from the band, but that doesn't say much really. It's Genesis, and I have Mama and That's All listed here. I listen to That's All from time to time and Mama, but I really don't. I'm not going out of my way to hear them. Also, I mean, at this moment in time, I really ignore I would say the entire album. I still listen from time to time to Silver Rainbow, Just a Job to Do. But taking it all too hard, It's Gonna Get Better. Those songs I have been getting distant. I have been distancing myself from those songs for some reason. Next up we have Invisible Touch. And the title track is one that I don't really care much for. Throwing It All Away, it's a beautiful song with beautiful chord changes and all of that. But again, it's another one that I don't care for much. I don't listen to Throwing It All Away. all the way, you know. I also listed the 12-inch versions as songs that I really don't care for. And well, I have edited the 12-inch versions from time to time, and I think that they aren't really that good. Land of Confusion, it gets a bit good in like the start, tonight with splicing the audio channels, but overall the entire 12-minute version of Tonight 12-inch repeats some sections and adds too much reverb and too much bass, and I don't really like it. I like the original release better. The same with Land of Confusion. Here we have another song that I have mentioned previously, Anything She Does. I'm starting to see that I don't really like Invisible Touch, it seems. But Anything She Does is another song that I don't really listen to at all. And I don't understand it. It's probably the only Tony Banks song I don't care for, really. Next up is Feeding the Fire. This one actually grew on me. I actually do listen to this song quite a bit lately. And I don't know, I prefer On the Shoreline, really, when I have to listen to B-sides for some reason. But Feeding the Fire is really good. And I Would Rather Be You is a song that I really liked at the time, and then I just dismissed it once again. Next up is We Can't Dance. The first track, No Son of Mine, is a track that I don't really listen to at all, but I do sing it from time to time. It's in my brain. Tell Me Why is another song that I don't care much for. I don't even remember how it starts, that one. Every time I listen to it, I forget about it. I'm sorry. I Can't Dance, I have heard it so many times. I really don't care much. I don't go out of my way to hear it once again. Never a Time. There is never a time to say. I do have it. I do listen to it from time to time, but I don't. Once again, it's. Well, actually, I listen to it quite a bit nowadays, more than back then. So that has changed. The I Can Dance 12-inch version is a version that's very different, and I don't really like it much. And Since I Lost You is another song that I have been vocal about not liking it. It's very sad because you can hear the feelings, you know, but for some reason I don't feel that. I don't feel, you know. Hearts on Fire. Oh yes, I remember really hating this song, and now I really enjoy it. I listened to it quite a bit, and when I edited it, I kind of hated it for a bit, but then I went back to liking it. Particularly the remastered version. I like that one more than the 2000 release. And On the Shoreline, of course, another one that I have been hearing a lot more. So it seems that I have been appreciating more the 90s Genesis more than the 80s Genesis lately. Even though I'm very focused in the 80s when it comes to editing videos and whatnot. Next up is Calling All Stations, and here we have Papa He Said, The Banjo Man, Sign Your Life Away, and Nowhere Else to Turn. All of those B-sides, and that's because I really enjoy the album, actually. People don't understand that. My profile picture is very similar to Calling All Stations. But for some reason I really enjoy the album. I don't know why. I don't know why it clicks. It's fun to listen to, you know, like Congo, for example. Sometimes I skip the intro, even though the intro is a good addition. But I really like the chords, even though they are very simple. I like how it feels Calling All Stations. I don't know. That's for another video, probably. But Papa He Said is... it's like another version of I Can't Dance, and I really don't care much for it. The lyrics are weird, but sometimes I do listen to it. I like some of the dramatic moments in that song. And the Banjo Man is probably the one I listen to the least. Then Sign Your Life Away, I keep listening to it, and Nowhere Else to Turn is the other one that I don't listen to, because the version that's on YouTube sounds like shit. So I wish there was a better version. There must be some other way. Okay, now it's time for the Carpet Crawlers 99. Again, this version has grown on me a bit, but once again, I prefer the original a million times. I'm sorry, but I do. And now, I think that it went a bit too fast. The original video was 24 minutes. But anyways, now it's time for the Tony Banks songs that I should reconsider. Somebody Else's Dream from A Curious Feeling. And yeah, it's the song I care the least from the album. That's fine. Then in The Fugitive, I have By You. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's the one. No, it's the one that goes wow, 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 wow with the voice. I don't really like that. Next song, I think that this hasn't changed much. Bankstatement. That Night. Oh no, that's The More I Hide It, which is the next song. And then Diamonds Aren't So Hard. Diamonds are so hard to find. You know what? I want to listen to these songs. I don't listen to them right now. I haven't listened to them for a while, so. But I do remember that the song That Night, it was a song that I didn't care for at all. I don't even remember anything about them. But the other ones, The More I Hide It, I'm already vibing with those songs for some reason. Sorry for using a millennial term. Next up is Strictly Inc. with Don't Turn Your Back on Me, which is too repetitive and simple and boring. And the latest song the last song in this playlist is Charity Balls. And let me tell you, Charity Balls, I actually really like it right now. For some reason. Some Charity Balls. But I still think that it's weaker than the entire rest of songs in the album. I just listen to it more nowadays. And sometimes I miss it. And now I'm missing hearing Bankstatement. When it comes to Genesis, well, when I did the Tony Banks section of the video, I also went back and talked about the Genesis songs. Sometimes there is a need for listening to songs that you ignore. It feels like listening to a new song, you know, or encountering with a song that you missed after a long while. And it feels kind of new after a bit. I feel like I will I'm saying too much that word, that way with Abacab, for example, or Genesis and Land of and Invisible Touch. Those albums and We Can Dance are albums that you can't escape those songs for some reason. They are always there. Eventually you will listen to Mama, even if you don't want to, or you probably already have it in your head. And I sometimes want to listen to Mama. It's a good song. It's very moving. But again, it's not something that I'm gonna listen all the time. And right now, looking at this list, the ones I care for the least are the Duke ones. Poor Duke. But anyways, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching or hearing, and see you next time.